National Youth Wing of the party, led by me, have been meeting since morning. Not long ago, we had the General Secretary of the party join us to discuss a lot of issues on the way forward as far as reorganization of the party is concerned. The Youth Wing also took into cognizance the fact that we went into elections and lost. We all here have been sad since the December elections. However, being the soldiers that we are, when you fall, you don't look at where you fell. You look at what made you fall. And that's what the National Youth Wing has been doing. We, upon receipt of the report of the elections review by the Venerable Professor Mike Oquaye, have decided to kickstart and activate the Youth Wing of the party across the length and breadth of the regions. So all the regional youth wings are going to activate and get back to full force, like we have had it run over the period. This shows our resilience and our commitment to the party. Even though we didn't make it in the elections, it doesn't mean that we are down. We know that the New Patriotic Party and its forebears are people of great courage, principle, and conviction. And that's why, going back to the drawing board, we can assure ourselves of doing nothing but hard work to put our foot back into office come 2028 elections. I, together, leading the Youth Wing with my commanders, will not relent in ensuring that the Youth Wing remains a potent and a viable force as far as the party structure is concerned. So today, we have discussed so many issues, and in the coming days, we will be issuing a number of communiques to communicate most of the decisions that we have arrived today together with the General Secretary. So if you take our student wing, for instance, TESCON would see a lot of restructuring, rebranding to make it more stronger and more efficient on our tertiary campuses. And so other allied components of the wing. We, the youth of the New Patriotic Party, know that indeed, with time, everyone will come to appreciate the work Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has done. Even though today, the lofty promises that the NDC made that fell so sweet in the ears of Ghanaians and many of my compatriot youth today are all falling apart. The very famous promise of a 24-hour economy has turned nothing but a fiasco as far as this government is concerned. It was a promise of Adanko Adada Adoy. Quite sadly, for a matter that touches on the prospects of the young people in our country, the NDC will find it so easy to throw out as far as implementation is concerned after having won a massive victory. Sadly, we were hoping to see that the NDC would implement a 24-hour economy within the first 120 days in office and also in their first budget statement. None of it is coming to fruition. And by extrapolation, I can state emphatically, in the next 4 years, we will not see a 24-hour economy with 1 job, 3 people, and 3 shifts. No. It will not happen. No, it won't. This shows the level of deception that the NDC engaged in as far as the electioneering was concerned. It was all for votes and nothing else. I think and I believe that this NDC administration needs to render an unqualified apology to Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the NPP. Even though they are still in the very early periods of their governance, the early signs clearly show that they are not going to do anything far in excess of what Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia government did. If track record is anything to go by, the previous government created over 1.3 million jobs. Today, the very people who canvassed on a 24-hour economy to provide jobs for young people are rather dismissing people who were rightfully employed. It is sad to read messages from young people who, no fault of theirs, are caught in the political quagmire of politicians who lack conscience and therefore do as they wish, whimsical display of power. I don't know if any of them, if their children were to be caught in this debacle and showed some of the messages that they have on their phones to their parents. I want to assure all the thousands of young people who have been retrenched, who have been sacked for no reason of theirs, that they should have hope. The New Patriotic Party would win elections and we will do right to them. We will not forsake them. We will not be wicked to them. Such malicious attitude should not have a place in modern governance. As if this is not enough, we have seen more deterioration as far as statehood is concerned under a very new government than any other government in our history. For the first time in our history, a minister of state can sit on national TV and cry in despair because he cannot handle a job that has been given him. The Minister of Lands and Natural Resources sits on TV and weep like a baby because he cannot flush out illegal miners doing illegal mining in places that are designated for non-mining. They cannot. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo put his presidency on the line, and it came with a huge cost to the New Patriotic Party that we lost in mining areas because of the dedicated fight against illegal mining. Today, the very people who were shouting on rooftops, who were veneers of propaganda, accused Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, hanged it on him, called him names, who knew all the solutions, today are found wanting. Sadly, you can see NDC operatives heckling state security apparatus in full display of the public, and these people are not picked up. They are allowed to go and continue their mining because they are members of the NDC. But the same security apparatus can quickly go and arrest an innocent and armed young man because he made a post that says, Rest well, Your Excellency. The state machinery in Gestapo style went after him, picked him up and kept him for 2 nights and took him to court and charged him just because of a Facebook post. But those who were able, mustered courage to stop military convoy are walking free. That is the kind of state in which we are living today. If this is not sad, I don't know what else it can be. If this is not a deterioration of the state of Ghana, I don't know what more it can be. Today, when you are not an NDC person, if you're an NPP person, it's as if you're a second-class citizen of Ghana. We see security people wielding AK-47s run into MPs' homes. People being picked at random, and people's homes being ransacked at will without recourse to law, just because they belong to an opposing political party. I want to ask you, do you think you will be in power forever? No. And do you know what will happen if the tables turn? Why don't we treat ourselves well? And that you want to cause people pain. And that when they turn around and come after you, you will be wailing. As a matter of fact, myself and the youth wing have resolved that at any point in time, all the youth wings are fully activated and will stand up for every single member of this party, yes, especially all the young people. Yes. That is why we went our way and stood for Amadou Zakor when the state did not do him right. For any unlawful, wrongful arrest, detention, we will come out in our numbers without fear. They can wield all their AK-47s, AR-15s, G3s, SMGs, RPGs, whatever you have. We'll come with our mouths and the strength of our hearts and face you. All we are asking is, do right to all manner of persons as sworn in the oath of office by His Excellency the President. But where we are subjected as second-class citizens, that we will not take. Our forebears fought against tyranny and have passed that on to us, and we so shall fight tyranny any single day we see it. My friends in the media, colleagues, as a young person, I'm always on the streets. I'm always talking to young people. On the campuses, everywhere young people are, I engage them. Something scary is happening in our country. The abuse of drugs is something that is going on. Today, the ish in town is what they call house parties. And when you go to these house parties, no phones are allowed, no cameras, anything recording, nothing. Just come, drop your food, and go inside. Whatever happens in Rome stays in Rome. And those who have gone there will tell you that they didn't come out the same. If you make a mistake and you drink even water there, you will see that that water came from Mars and not from F. The level of drug abuse, hard substances, is scary. And I appeal to government that for once, they should show that they care about the youth of this country and do something about the drug scourge that's about to consume us, especially our young fellows in the Jay-Z's and the Gen Alphas, we all need to watch out that we do not destroy our younger brothers and sisters. That is why it is baffling that a nation that is grappling with a drug problem would find the state defensive when issues involving drugs are brought to the fore. We were in this country when national security told us they had arrested 3,300 kilograms of cocaine. Listen, 3,300 kilograms of cocaine concealed in a tipper truck on the Cape Coast Road. Till date, they will not tell us anything again. Who is involved, the prosecutions, where those drugs have gone, nothing. If they find their way on the street, what will you do? Should we sit and watch our younger brothers and sisters getting destroyed for no absolute reason than to protect one or two cronies? I beg to differ. I will not, because I don't know when it will touch my own family member. That is why government should become concerned and be proactive in dealing with this matter and not get defensive. Nobody is going after government. We're only saying use the apparatus of state, investigate these issues, have grasp of them, and make sure that these things do not happen in our society. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo did not bequeath a banana republic to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And that's why His Excellency John Dramani Mahama should be interested in what's happening in Ghana today. If drugs destroy the youth of this country, I don't know who will come and develop this country for us. That's why we're making a passionate appeal that this government should stop the defense, should stop the shenanigans, the Gestapo-style patapa that they are used to, and bring reason to bear and think about the effects of these things and offer some solutions to the problems that we are seeing. Friends, unfortunately, I wish there was something positive that we can talk about here at the Youth Wing about the state of Ghana. Today, Galamsey has taken a different level. That's like gone 10 times agog. We have lost control. Total control. They said NPP people were those doing the Galamsey. Now NPP is not in power again. So who are the real people there? Now they are NDC people. If they are NDC people, they should still stop them. Because that is the right thing to do. You cannot appropriate and reappropriate at the same time. You cannot tell us that it was bad when you were in opposition, but now it is good because you are in office and your people are dabbling in it. No, that is an unprincipled position. And we are asking government to do all it can. If it doesn't have its hands in what is going on, fueling it, then it has the power to stop it. Like appointees of this government told the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo government. They should declare the state of emergency. As promised. They should repeal the LI. As promised. Because these were the things they campaigned on and used against the New Patriotic Party. And told the country that we're bad people. Today, they are doing even worse than the bad they found. Therefore, on what basis did they come for power? Was it just an issue of trickery or just the want of power? Because we are yet to find any reasonable and tangible stand on as far as anything substantial is concerned by this administration, that indeed the reset that they promise Ghanaians, the reset is on its way. Let me remind them that for young people sitting at home and doing nothing, for young people to be unemployed, that is a recipe for disaster. It is a serious existential threat that can take all of us down. Maybe they have forgotten, but I haven't. We can still go back to the 2011 period of the Arab Spring and a lot of the things that happened. That is why it was unconscionable for them to, as a matter of their first action, to mass dismiss young people across the length and breadth of Ghana. My fellow youth in the NPP, we didn't win, yes. But it's time we all come together and move forward. It's time for us to unite, because only in unity lies strength. And it's only when we are united that we can win. Before the elections, I stated so many places that I went that the NDC was not the problem of the NPP, and that the NPP was the problem of itself. And that if we didn't unite, we would not win. It is still a statement of fact today. If all the 2.1 million people who didn't vote for us in the last elections did, we wouldn't be here today. We wouldn't. It's a lack of unity, the apathy that affected us, and we are here today. I want to implore all of you. The party is for all of us. It's not for Salam and a few. It's not for my regional youth organizers. It's for every member of the party, every admirer of the party. Come on board. Let's hold hands together. Let's move on. Now, a level playing field for everybody. Show your talent, what is in you. So wherever you are, young people, I encourage you, as we are about to start reorganization of the party, show interest. Whichever position you want to contest, put your head up and contest for it. That's what makes us the New Patriotic Party. It's a party of opportunities. It's a party for all. Whether some of us remain in leadership or not, one thing I can promise everyone, all these years I have worked for this party. If God gives me the next few years, I will dedicate every single day of it to working for the New Patriotic Party to return to power. It is not about positions. It is not about positions. It's about our collective interest. And that's why I want the recriminations, the infightings, the insults, the divisions to cease. If we continue on this path, we will not be able to unite ourselves. Without unity, we will not make it. And without making it, then we have become another pressure group than a political party. Therefore, to give meaning to being a political party, brothers, sisters, friends, everybody, the call has come on all of us. And I implore you, I pray you, answer the call, come and join, and let's all deliver to the glory of God. And by the grace of God, we shall not remain on the floor. We'll pick the pieces and move forward. And by the grace of God, we'll be back into government. Thank you very much. I thank you.
Patriotic Party, we are the new Patriotic Party, the elephant is away the symbol. We shall win to save Ghana. The elephant is away the symbol. We shall win to save Ghana. We shall win to save Ghana. We shall win to save Ghana. The elephant is away the symbol. We shall win to save Ghana. Rado, 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 Eshie, rado, rado, rado.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.